For all the Jural Assemblies Part 19, the Public and Organic Law by Anna von Reitz. As stupefying as it is, the public law of this country has not been enforced in any organized and comprehensive fashion for at least 50 years. Instead, a semblance, or as they themselves put it, an appearance of justice, has been provided by private corporate courts operated by private self-governing jural societies. These jural societies, as opposed to jural assemblies, operate in the international jurisdiction of the sea and administer its statutory law. They can only address persons, that is, corporations and corporation employees, and they have no authority to address living people at all, much less one of the people who are their employers. So how have they gotten away with usurping upon us and our government and commandeering millions of Americans into their foreign sea jurisdiction courts? They have gotten away with addressing people as persons via a process of falsification of records called registrations. These registration documents then provide the excuse for them to presume that we are volunteering to act as corporate franchisees, subject to whatever private, internal corporate laws they concoct and impose upon their franchises, exactly like Burger King or Dairy Queen franchises. This is, of course, a form of organized crime, fraud and enslavement resulting in peonage and racketeering, that is abhorrent to the public law of this country and most countries on earth. As more county and state jural assembly organizations converted unlawfully to operate as corporate franchises of the territorial and/or municipal United States in order to receive federal racketeering kickbacks, the enforcement of the public and organic law, including the constitutions, has been left to volunteers, like Sheriff Richard Mack, and officials entering vacated public offices via small electorate elections, like me. The increasingly insane and lawless results of letting private foreign corporations run our government and provide self-interested courts for us are abundantly clear and require a strong and organized pushback. This is that lawful pushback. First, you rebut their registrations and presumptions, and reclaim your original birthright political status as an American standing on the land and soil of your State of the Union. You do this first to protect yourself from their false claims of authority over you and your property assets, and secondarily to qualify yourself to act as a state jural assembly member. See www.annavonreitz.com, Article 928. Next, you join your state jural assembly and organize it and grow it. See www.national-assembly.net, email contentmanager1@yahoo.com. The state jural assemblies are the instruments we need to enforce the public and organic law, which stands above all private, corporate forms of law. What this means in practical terms is that when they pass a private corporate law requiring doctors to murder babies on demand, we have the ability to enforce the public law that defines infanticide as murder and the promotion of murder as insurrection against the public law. It also means that when one of their for-hire law enforcement officers attempts to arrest or detain us while in the peaceful pursuit of our private business, we are empowered to invoke the Bill of Rights and Article 4 of the Federal Constitution, and make it stick. On the spot. We can also outlaw their registration practices on our shores and force the dismantling of their entire crime machine on our soil, so that new generations of Americans are not faced with the arduous process of reclaiming what should never be lost. If you are tired of letting immoral monsters pillage and plunder and harass and steal from honest people under color of law, it's time to put the corporations out of their misery and put the people back in control. Now that we finally know what we are up against, we know how to reply to it. We know how to lawfully declare our political status and evidence it. We know how to implement our self-government in each state via populating and organizing our state jural assemblies, electing our public officials, and enforcing the public and organic law this country is owed. Please hit subscribe, like, share, embed, and get ready for many more Anna von Reitz videos.